Hi everyone. I'm doing it. I'm filming a floss tube. A lot of you have been asking and encouraging me to do this, so I thought I would do one. My name is Shannon. On Instagram, I am Shannon Bromo. And my last name is Broman Schenkel. You'll see that on there too. And this is my new channel. I am the Soda Stitcher. I'm from Minnesota, central Minnesota, and so yeah, a little bit about me. I um, I work for a large healthcare organization here in Minnesota, and I do grievance and complaint management, which isn't as horrible as people think. I actually love my job. And then I have a husband. We've been married almost 23 years. Oh, wrong way. There. Nope, there. There. I don't know how to point. There's our wedding picture. We have two kids. We have a son, Michael. He is almost 25. Actually, May 18th, he'll be 25. And our daughter, Grace, is going to be 22 on July 1st. I have a puppy. Actually, she's 7. She's not a puppy, but I call her Puppy. Her name's Maggie. She's a Havanese, and she likes to bark at everything, so I'm going to apologize in advance. Right now, I actually have my grandkitty here too, Stella. You probably won't hear from her. She is actually laying on a basket in front of the window. However, her and Maggie are not like the best of friends, so you might hear her hiss if she walks past them. Anyways, that's a little bit about me. So I thought I would start with whips, all of my whips, just because a lot of people may not even know what I'm working on or know or whatever, you know what I mean. And so I have 43 whips. Actually, I think this is going to be a great opportunity to go through them all and decide if I still want to keep stitching them because some of them are pretty old. Um, so yeah, I'm just not quite sure if I want to keep stitching some of them. We'll kind of talk through that. But I'm excited to go through them all with you. I have a big tote over here with all of them, and I have my list. And we're going to start oldest to newest. So let's get started. Okay. So my first one is actually from 2013, March 6, 2013. I have been cross stitching for a long time. I cross stitched back like right out of high school, in high school. The first time I got a little cross stitch kit was probably when I was 6 or 7 at a local craft store. It was like a little kit that had an ice cream cone on it. So that was my first one. And then back in high school, I kind of started picking it back up again. Did a lot of Precious Moments, did a Monopoly board, which I'll show on a future video. And then I did in early 2000s, I did a Dimensions Gold kit for my mother and father-in-law, framed it and gave it to them for Christmas. I do have that back since they have actually passed away. They were quite elderly. I'll show that too in a future video. But as of now, the oldest whip I have is actually a Dimensions Gold kit too, because I didn't really know about anything other than kits until a few years back. So I think it was in 2019, middle of 2019 is when I picked cross stitch back up, and the rest is history. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first one have been working on since March 6, 2013 is Aurora Cabin Dimensions Gold Kit. That's what it looks like. I'm obsessed with the Northern Lights. Living in central Minnesota in the country, we did see them quite often when we were kids. We don't anymore. I mean, I live more near a city, but even out in the country where I grew up, my aunt has said that they don't ever really get to see them either, which is a bummer because I loved the Northern Lights. So I'm going to show you how far I am. I recently picked this back up because I am participating in Julie from Reflections Framing and Stitching is doing the 25/7 challenge, 25 stitches or 25 minutes of stitching 7 days a week. And the goal is to work on things that you want to make progress on that maybe you're not picking up, or whatever. But I truly want to finish this because I freaking love it. And so I decided to pick that up, and I've actually gotten quite a bit done I started May 1st. So what is it? The 11th or 12th today. So actually I've gotten quite a bit done. I'm happy with it, and I am actually enjoying stitching. I didn't think I would, but I am. So this is where I'm at, and it's not ironed, obviously. I gotta get the angles right here. There we go. There we go. So that is where I'm at. The part down here, I finished filling in since I picked it back up on the 1st, is these rocks and some of the trees. So yeah, that is what I've picked up so far, but I like it. I'm excited about it. So that is my oldest whip. I don't know, it'll take me a while yet. I still have all of this down here, all of it over here. I'm just noticing that I'm filming on my MacBook and everything's opposite. I hope that you're not seeing things like the words on the wall are like backwards. Anyway, I hope not. If not, my next video will be on my iPhone, so we don't have that issue. Okay, so then the second, let me see here. No, that is not in the right order, I don't think. Sorry about this. 2019. My next oldest whip is actually from, oh my gosh, these are packed in here so tight. Okay, is from in a Mama Joan bag. This is her larger bag. This is from the Cross Stitcher magazine, August 2018 issue. And I am doing Frida. I love Frida, all things Frida. And I really love all of the flowers. There's actually like beading and stuff in here. And so I haven't picked this one up for a while either. I think, I don't even know when it was, probably back then. So once I'm done with Aurora Cabin 25/7, because I want to keep with it until I'm finished, I will pick this one up, because this is my next whip, oldest whip. It's from August 5th, 2019. And so that is where I am. Hold it up a little closer. I just think it's so cool how the shadowing on her face makes her face like literally look real. So yeah, that is where I am on that one. I need to get back to that one. That is like a super fun one to stitch. Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. They're gonna end up being all over. Okay, and so let me see the next one. I have to check my list off so I don't figure or lose where I am. The next one is Heaven and Earth Designs. I have wanted to stitch Starry Night for a long time, and I started it on September 4th, 2019, and I have not got back to it. And it's on the 18 count easy grid. That's all the further I am. Bummer. But I'll get back to it. I actually enjoy stitching it. I like full coverage. And I mean, that's quite a bit. I didn't start in Pattern Keeper. I use Pattern Keeper now. So I have to remember if I've even like transferred it to there yet or not, because I was using paper, I think. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, but this is the one. It's the Starry Night Request a Size. It's not max color. I think it's only got like 90, 80 or 90 colors. Oh wait, here it is. 89 colors. It's 256 wide by 202 high. So it's actually quite condensed as far as a head goes. That's not even that big. And I think it's not called Request a Size now. I think it's called Select a Size 2 or something like that. But that's the one I am doing. And that's where I'm at. And then the next one, I actually just pulled this one back out recently. I don't know if any of you are the Handmaid's Tale fans out there. I am. And I pulled it back out because I rewatched season 1 through 3 because I didn't remember. I mean, I kind of did as it came back, but I forgot a lot of details. And we know that season 4 came out last week. I have not started watching season 4 yet. The last episode of season 3 was quite emotional for me, so I have not started that yet. But I did pull it back out and start working on it. On the top, I have everything done. It's in the Q-snap, but except for the white cap. Here, I'll pull out what it looks like. So I have everything done on the top except for the white cap. And now I'm working on this bottom. And I actually pulled out this guy and I changed him to be black, to be Mr. Waterford. And then over here, there we go. I changed that to like a blue-green of the color of the dresses that the wives wear. So then I just have to finish the rest of the house and then the tree over here and the white cap, which is big. I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm excited to have it done, and obviously by Wild Violet Cross Stitch. I don't know if I said, oh yeah, I've said, I have to remember if I'm saying everything, but so yeah, I hope to finish that soon. I will probably work on it as I'm watching the new seasons. Sorry, my voice is getting dry. Okay, so my next one is the Heritage Sampler by Plum Street Samplers. I actually want to stitch the next one. I think it's called A New Constellation, and I just got the Equality Sampler. So once I finish with this one, I want to start with that, the second one, A New Constellation, I think. I started this on October 12th, 2019. I'm not taking it out of the Q-step because I'm actually currently working on it and I didn't want to like get all my threads caught in. You can see I have things hanging. I am done. I have this flag. This is going to drive me crazy. This flag and the rest of this plant to finish, and then I'm done. So this is actually one of my whip goes for this month, the month of May, to finish, was what I put on my square. And then I'll talk about my other ones coming up. But yeah, so I really think that I could have a finish in the next couple of days here. Yeah, and I had posted on my Instagram, wrong side. These are all 1/1, and I loved stitching them so much. Yeah, I like 1/1. Okay, I'm gonna stick that back there since I'm working on it. All right, the next one is Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs. My zipper got caught. All right, this one is this one. Sorry, I don't want to take them all out of the bags. You get what it is. So Search the Sky. I actually bought this and started it on November. No. Where am I? Yeah, November 16th, 2019. And this is that is. Oh, yes. So I was just trying to remember details. So on that date, a bunch of us got together at the Stitchery Nook in Osage, Iowa. There's quite a few people there. Fiber Nook Anita, Holly, Cowboy Kate, Cowgirl Kate, Kyle Reckemeyer. There was a bunch of us there. And we all got to meet. That was fun. And then I picked out a chart to start on that day while I was there. And I picked up this one because Waxing Moon Designs is from Osage, Iowa, so I thought that would be really cool. And I don't have much of a start. I do need to work on this. It is so cute. I mean, honestly, it's not like very dense as far as, you know, big areas. I just need to do it. And this was on the called for fabric. Blue spruce linen, and I'm using everything called for on that. So I will definitely be keeping this whip. I just need to work on it. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but probably a lot. Okay. The next one is Through the Woods. Okay, Through the Woods. This one I actually am doing a south. A friend, she came to visit, and we picked out one to do together when we were at Stitchville in here in Minnesota. And it's Through the Woods by Little House Needleworks. And I worked on this some this past winter. So I have the bottom part done, and I'm working on that white snow. My friend Jody that's doing this is done. She's been done for a while. So, whoopsie. Yeah, so I will need to, I'm going to work on that. It'd be nice to get it done before winter. Then I can put it out because it is a real cute piece. Okay. All right, next is, I'm going to pull this one out. So this one has varying dates. It is Snow Village, and you know, Snow Village, all of them. I have, let's see, how many do I have? I'll just pull it out. This is actually my whip go board too, and I've already done one square. I can't remember if I put it on there a couple times. But this is where I am. So I've got quite a bit complete. I just need to work on it because those squares really do go pretty quick. I am not doing the back stitching until the very end just because in and out of Q snaps I didn't want the back stitching to be goofy. There's a fuzzy on it. So I really like this. That would be nice to get done by winter too. We shall see. Because I have so many things I want to work on. Okay, so Snow Village. And then next is Farewell to Anger. I love this so much. I hope that my bag is not going to topple over here. I feel like I'm not that far, but I didn't bring my pattern keeper with. I want to say that I'm maybe 3%. I don't think it's very far. But that's how far I am. You guys all know what it looks like, I'm sure. Actually, this painting is from the same artist, Leonid Afremov, and we actually ordered that from his family. They're in Mexico. I'm trying to remember his story and where he's all lived. Was he an Italian, and then he lived in the States, and then I think they retired down in Mexico somewhere. Anyways, there are originals that they have for sale. Obviously, they're a lot of money. And then they have trained artists that make them in his, or paint them in his studio. And this one's huge. This one's called January Sun, I think. We almost wanted to get Farewell to Anger, but it was really, I mean, that's, Farewell to Anger is quite a bit brighter than this one, even though this looks really bright. But yeah, someday I just really want to get it done so I can like put it on a little table next to it. It'd be really cool, but we all know that's going to be a while. But I do enjoy stitching that a lot. And I mean, as you all know, Pattern Keeper is huge to when you fit to stitch those. Okay, let me see here. All right, next is Tomato Dame by Plum Street Samplers. So this one just got re-released. I had bought this. I wanted to stitch it so bad, and I bought it from somebody for like, I don't know, 25 bucks or something, because I wanted to stitch it, and here it is. It's still in my bag. So this is what it looks like. So cute. I love tomatoes, like literally eating them. I can eat them all the time because I love them so much. And I started this, actually, I don't think I mentioned Farewell to Anger. I started on January 1st, 2020. It was a Sal with Jan Hicks Creates, 2 Martini Stitcher. I can't remember if there was anybody else. But anyways, this Tomato Dame I had started on 1/27 of 2020, and this is where I am. I actually have this on my whip go board to finish too, and I think that's a huge goal because I still have that whole tomato to do. I don't know, maybe it's not too bad. It is 97 by 89, so really it's not that big of a piece. I probably could do it. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Picture This Plus Haven. I love this fabric. It's so pretty. So yeah, that'll get, when that number gets pulled on bingo or whipco, that will be super fun because I'm looking forward to stitching this and finishing it. Okay, the next one was started on 1/29 of 2020, and this is one I don't think I'm gonna keep. It's been in this bag for a long time. Oops, well, you can't tell the pattern through there. And a Tench. I really love these little girls. I don't know. Maybe I will. The problem is, okay, I think this is what I think I did. I think that when I put it in my Q-snap, I started in the wrong place, maybe. Maybe not. And maybe it's right. And maybe, because I was thinking it had to be this way because it's a long piece, but maybe when I measured, I knew I would have enough to go down, you know, width-wise, so I didn't waste all this fabric over here. I have to check, but, you know, I don't have much of a start. Although those colors are beautiful. I don't know. I'm going to take a little bit more time to think about that before I completely abandon it because I would like to really finish one of these someday because Hands Across the Sea is pretty incredible, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. Next is Hands Across the Sea as well. It is the Jane Marshall 1857, this one. So they were raising money for Australia when they were having all the flowers. Let's see, I bought it and started it in actually my birthday of 2020, February 8th, 2020. So I do want to finish this, and this I believe is on my whip go board too. I am doing it on 16 count Picture This Plus Legacy. You can tell back then I did a lot of smaller, like bigger counts. I don't do that anymore, but that is where I am. And I think I have this as a finish on my whip go too. Oh my gosh, seriously, because I still have, I must have thought I was further along because I still have that, yeah. Crazy. I am using, I'm just going to show you in the bag, all of the Mrs. Sada's silks. I ordered that pack, and then she also did charity of some sort and donated to somebody with those flosses, but her flosses are amazing to work with. I need to order more. Sorry, I'm getting like parched from talking. Okay. Put this back in here. So you guys will probably see that again soon whenever it gets pulled for whip go. Sorry. I just really want to make sure I have them back in the bag so I don't have to try to do that afterwards because we all know this is a mess already. Okay. The next one is Heartstring Samplery. Baby, it's cold outside. We all know this one. And I started that with when everybody else started it, when the lady from Lost and Floss passed away. And I am doing this on, I started February 14th, 2020 on 18 count Bee Stitch Me Toast. Sal in memory of Leanne, with the hashtag baby it's cold outside Sal. And so I am not very far. Got most of the border done. But yeah, I'd like to take this out too. It's so pretty. I really like it. So that is that one. Okay, next one is, I started this one on Fat Tuesday in 2020. February 25th, I believe, was the date. Because you'll probably all learn I like New Orleans is my place. I love that place. I was there in 2019. Obviously, we haven't traveled at all. My husband has never been there, so we hope to be able to travel soon. He's fully vaccinated. I will be fully vaccinated in a few weeks. We both had COVID before that. We both still have antibodies and vaccinated. Anyways, so yeah, we hope to travel there soon. I mean, even just for a long weekend, just so that he can experience it, it'd be fun. But I started Ink Circles, Reflections of New Orleans. I love this. I mean, there is like the fleur-de-lis, there's saxophones, there are Mardi Gras masks, there are crawfish, trumpets, there's all kinds of things. Oh, a horse, beads, jester hat, St. Louis Cathedral, statue of Andrew Jackson riding his horse, carnival mask with feathers, crawfish, saxophone and horn, and fleur-de-lis. And I actually am stitching this with Threadworks, the Mardi Gras colors, or the colors. And I love this. I'm not very far. That's how far I got. I mean, it's all the same, but I think that was like the start of the right side. So I love it. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Bee Stitch Me Granite in the Threadworks Mardi Gras colors, 1153, in case anybody's wondering. Yeah, so this is super fun to stitch. I really like, stitching with the one floss, and not having to change all the time. Super fun. Okay, let's see. Next is, I started this on Leap Day 2020. Two Martini Stitcher is hosting still the Long Dog Leap Day Sal. So we it was so that everybody would start a Long Dog sampler on Leap Day 2020 and have it completed by the next one, which would be 2024. Is that right? I think so. And so I actually have this on my WhipGo board as well, and I've actually worked on it already twice this year. So this one is Cardinal Points. I love it. I love all the colors. I'm using everything called for, and then white, 18 count white, Ada. And this is where I am. So I think before it was rolled on WhipGo, I only had like that dragonfly and some of these flowers done. And then I've gotten a few more flower stems done. And then all of this in the middle I've done since on 2 WhipGos. So with that, I'm doing 10 hours, which, it goes pretty fast, but I'd never done WhipGo before, and I still like stitching other things. And so I didn't want to set myself up for failure of not being able to get it done. So I have that one. The next one was started on April 1st, 2020, and it is Kringles with everything called for the Parisian gray 30 count linen and Kringles. This was on Whip Go 2. What the goal was to get one square done. I did get that square done. I'm not very far, but dang, is it cute. I really need to work on it. And again, like the Snow Village, I'm not doing any back stitching until the end. But I sure do like this one. Well, when I go through these, it's like, there's so many that I want to start, and then I go through these, and I'm like, but I shouldn't because it's a lot. Okay, next is Spangled by Long Dog Samplers. And that one. I love it. I don't think I'm very far. I'm doing it on 36 count white linen. And that's all the further I am. Darn it. I need to do more. It's kind of blowing it out. It's a little more. I'm only using one strand. I do like the way it looks a little muted compared to having two strands, which I feel like would be just too bulky. And that's actually what I'm doing on Cardinal points too. I'm only doing one strand on 18 count, which is normal, and it looks a little muted too. I think maybe it's because they're on white, that it just looks more muted, but okay. All right. I'm running out of space. Okay, and we still have a long ways to go. All right, so the next is Project Quarantine by With Thy Needle and Thread, and we all know this one too. I have a pretty good start on it. I actually can't remember the fabric. I got it from Stitchville. They sent it to me, and I don't think they had the called for, which is R&R Patriots Brew. I don't think they had it, so they pulled one that looks similar. And for the life of me, I have no idea which fabric it is. It's very similar though. But this, I could have this one done pretty fast too if I just work on it. Story of our lives, right? Okay. Alrighty, next is Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. And I can't remember how far I got. I love this. There we go. Love, love, love it. And I am stitching it on the called for. I am pretty certain. Picture this plus oaken in 36 count. And that's what I have done. God, that fabric is pretty. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. I think, I truly think this 25/7 thing is like brilliant, freaking a genius, because I wouldn't be working on Aurora cabin, and like some, big projects, it's hard to pull them out sometimes, and so yeah, I'm gonna just keep going oldest to newest. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing, and just knocks them out. Okay, the next one is on my Whip Go as well, and I've already worked on it once. So this one is A Stitch for Sweet Freedom by Lindy Stitches. I love her. And I don't know this fabric. It's probably like Legacy or Heartland or something like that. But my first goal was to finish her dress, and I did that. And then the second goal that I put for Whip Go is to finish the other side. So I finished her dress, and then this side is, I'm having a really hard time. This side is on the next Whip Go. And there she is, beautiful. Love her. She's pretty. So yeah, that'll be finished whenever it gets pulled again. So that'll be great to have that as a finish this year. Okay. The next one is Tiny Modernist Halloween Ouija. That was a sale, mystery sale where she released bunches through, I don't know however long it was, but that's what it looks like. I tried to stay caught up. I failed. I am doing the called for. This is Lugana, I think. Let me look in the directions. I'm pretty sure. It is Joblin. 14 count Joblin Ada, but I did not get the Ada. I have the linen, and I cannot remember the count. It must be, it's probably, I don't know, it kind of looks like 36, maybe 32. It's probably 32. And this is how far I am using the called for overdyes. So I did quite, sorry, I was not about to iron for this. Beautiful fabric, even though I am not a huge Joblin fan. Yeah. So I should pick that up because I mean, once that house is done, there's still a lot. Who am I kidding? Okay, yeah, so I'm using the call for everything using the overdyes, not the DMC conversion, because I like the variegation. Like you've probably seen it. It's really evident on the house, so I really like that. I'm waiting for these piles to topple over. All right, the next one is Red R Sampler by Hello from Liz Matthews. I'm actually hosting a sale, not doing it very well, but this is on my Whip Go as well. Actually for this month as well, to put another 10 hours. So I think I've put, is this my second time putting stitches in it? But the Red R Sampler is beautiful. So I had a little bit of a dilemma. The fabric that I chose is 36 count color and cotton toasted coconut with the called for NPIs. I was facing a dilemma though. I am having a hard time seeing this light color. You can see those letters. It's really hard to see on this fabric. So what I did was I went on the MPI website and went through colors that I thought might stick out more. And I'm thinking, so I think it's 867. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it must be. So 867. It's funny though, when you do it like this, it shows up, but then when you stitch it, it really doesn't. And I got a couple different ones to try. This one might be a good option. This is 868, so it's a step up darker than this. So that might be just what I need it to. But like I said, I pulled it on Whip Go this week, and I'm afraid, I don't think I'm going to pull it out from these, in these areas. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe not. I think I might just pull out the letters and redo the letters that have that color. So, yeah. Looking forward to that, I tell ya. But I love it. So, this sale will probably be going on for quite some time. So if you would like to join in, you have time. It's super fun to stitch. I really like it. And the hashtag is Hello Red R Sal, I believe. Pretty sure. Okay, next is Trimming the Tree by Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and I am not very far. So cute. I want to have it done by Christmas though. And I decided to do it in more of a primitive look. So this is on 36 count Weeks Dyeworks Tin Roof. So yeah, that's all the further I am, but it's so freaking cute that I am going to get it done. All right. Next one has been on WIPGO this year already too, and it is Blackbird Designs Christmas Garden. We all love this one. Now this is out of print, but it is in one of the books. It's one of the Christmas books it's in. I can't remember. Sorry. So yeah, I am doing this inspired by Kindred Stitcher Lisa's conversion so that it is brighter. And I'm doing this on Weeks Dyeworks 32 count in the colorway Linen. And this is where I am. And I love stitching this. Love, love, love it. Super pretty. I'm using the Gloriana silks. I think, nope, there's one other one that I'm using that's not Gloriana. Gloriana Old Gold. Gloriana Jacaranda. Gloriana Thistle Green, and then Threadworks A140. Pretty, super duper pretty. And I have another one in here, and I have bobbinated. Anyways, I can't remember if I have this on WIPGO again, but I really, really love stitching this one a lot. So I can see myself picking that up again soon if it's not on my WIPGO. I'm gonna have to start putting things on the floor. Okay. Next is by Little House Needleworks. So I started this one. I think I forgot to say the last couple. Anyways, Christmas Garden was started on July 1st, 2020, and I did that one for Jolly July. I think I just did one start for Jolly July, if I remember correctly. This one is Little House Needleworks Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and I am doing it on 32 count Weeks Parchment. And I started this on, after the pandemic started, I think, was it the day that they let the Minnesota Twins start playing again? I think it was. I'm pretty sure. And I'm not very far. I did not get very much of a start. So that's what it looks like. Cute. And this is all the further I'm done. Yikes. I need to stitch that again for my Minnesota Twins. Okay. The next one I started on August 14th. My friend Anita, Fibernook Anita, and Sue, I think she's just Sue Kazemba on Instagram. I don't think she has a different name on there. We had did a Blackbird Design Sal, and then when we finished that one, we decided to start a new one, and this is the one I started. So I think that I have this on WIPGO as well. It's in the Sweet Land of Liberty book, and I am doing Salute to Abigail. I love this, and I am actually doing this in all color and cottons on, I don't know what fabric, shoot. I don't know, it kind of looks like Confederate gray. Might be Confederate gray. I am using Color and Cotton. One second, I'm going to get them out. Bing Cherry, Chrome, and Sapphire. Those are the colors I'm doing it. And I love stitching this too. It's so pretty. The colors are just gorgeous. So yeah, I think that, like I said, that's on Whip Go. So I'm excited to get more stitches in on that. I recently just finished another one out of that book, but I will show finishes. I'll grab all my things off the walls and show those in another video. And then I was also thinking about doing going through my kit, my stuff that's all kitted. I have so much kitted, which would be good to see if I still want to do any of them. So I think that'll be a future video. Okay, so that was 8/14/2020. The next one was 9/1/2020 with Barbara, Anna, and Nitka Moscow. The Tree of Magic. That one. And I'm using pieces of paper here. This is where I am. Everything called for that came in the kit. That's so freaking cute. I also have the Christmas one. I'd like to finish this one first, then I can do that one. Also, you've probably been seeing some of these really cool bags like this. I have a lot of nice bags, but my friend Lisa Pitts Dye on Instagram, and she makes bags and ort books to put your orts in, and she is Stitchy Notions on Instagram and Etsy, but all of hers are quilted, and I got some done with Minnesota fabrics, which were on some other bags, but I love her bags. Okay, the next one is Caroline Berenger by Summerhouse Stitchworks. Was started on September 10th, 2020. This one. And I am doing it in all of the wools. These are wool, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep, wool. Gentle Arts wool. And this is on my Whipco board to finish too because it's all alphabets. I did this one in a very short amount of time too. So that'll be finished in that this year, and then it is on 32 count beige linen. And I can never remember which is Zweigart and which is Witchout. So this is probably Zweigart, I'm assuming. My mouth is getting dry. Pink drink. My daughter works at Starbucks. Lucky me. Okay, put that one girl. The next one is Beetlejuice by Ba Meow. This is a funny story. Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world. We were going to start this as a Sal. I don't think she started it yet, and I've barely started it. I started it on September 13th, 2020, and this is what it looks like. Beetlejuice. Isn't that great? And then I am doing it on, I have no idea. I am trying to get better about writing what I'm stitching things on. Nope, I actually dyed this one myself. It was a terrible, terrible dye job, but I actually think it works for this, and that's all the further I am. So Julie, you can start anytime, and you will catch up fast because I am not very far. Okay. The next one is one that I don't know if I'm going to continue with or if I'm going to sell it as a whip. It is the Mayflower Coming to America. Everybody got that kit was pretty incredible. So everything is called for. And I think I got a fairly decent start on it. Oh no, I guess not. The birds and the sails, and that is it on this big long fabric. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe someday I'll get the desire to work on it. I don't think I'm gonna make like a hasty decision and just say I'm getting rid of it now, because I truly do love it. It's just, I guess once I get through the top and the words, it'll go pretty fast. But I know a lot of people have finished it already. It's gorgeous. And that was on September 17th, 2020. The next one is on September 22nd, 2020, and it is Mirabilia Winter White Santa. That one. Oh no, I have it on a scroll rod. All right, well, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of this out because I'm gonna go grab it. So this is what it looks like. I am not very far. Well, I guess it's not horrible. I gotta figure out if I'm doing it the right way. Yep. And that's where I am. I am using, I'm pretty sure it's the called for Twilight Blue Linen. And 32 count, obviously, with beads, you have to use the right count. But yeah, I would like to pick that up. It is gorgeous. Maggie's sniffing it. All right. What are you doing, baby? We're getting there. I wonder how many minutes this is. 51 minutes so far. Well. The next one is Shannon Christine Designs Jeweled Baubles, and I started that on November 22nd. I'm using 28 count color and cotton in the color Tea Leaves. I'm using everything called for. It's all, it is all DMC if I remember correctly, and then, yeah, DMC, and then here's all the beads, jewels, and then the metallics. I went ahead and had to find all of the beads. I looked on Shannon Christine's Etsy and they weren't listed there, and then I found out that they're being sold by someone else as a pack. Well, I had already bought most of them, so from a lot of different stores, but I have everything now, so it'll be cool. And I love this because it reminds me of my grandma, and I love old ornaments. This is what it looks like, and this is how far I am. I don't know if it's going to pick up very well, but I love the dimension that it has. Now in the centers, there's going to be jewels. The bigger jewels I'm not doing until the end, but you can see that I've done a lot of the beading already. I just love it. And I definitely want to have this done by Christmas. In fact, this one's so cool, I probably would keep it out all year long, like in my office / cross-stitch room, because that's where most of my things hang. Okay, so that was the last one of 2020 that I have still as a whip. The next one is January 1st, 2021. This one is a sal with my friend Stephanie, Just Keep Stitching. And we are doing together the Year at Hawk Run Hollow. It's a beast. Big, big beast. It's funny because, you know, you look at those and you think those squares aren't that bad. They are. They are time consuming. They are dense. What our goal was to do 1 month during that month, January, February, March, April. I have not started May. I don't even know if I'll get May done this month just because I really want to finish the Heritage Sampler and work on the Red R sampler. And Stephanie actually, she has not been able to do March and April yet. So she has some catching up to do. So I might put this away for a couple months, and it might take us 2 years instead of 1 year. I am using all the NPI silks for this in a Floss Buddy by Bags Plus. I'm doing this on 40 Count Peanut by Bee Stitch Me. I freaking love it. Okay. And I love this thing so much. Isn't that perfect fabric? I just love it. I'm going to get closer up here for you. But yeah, so January wasn't too bad. Well, then you get to February and you have that huge ice skating pond. And then you get to March and you have that big lion. And then you get to April and that sucker, oh my God, that was huge. That was a lot to do. So I love it so much. Definitely feel proud of that because, oh my gosh, that takes a long time. Okay. So yeah, I finished January 10th, February 2nd. No, that's not right. I think the dates are goofy on here. I tried to keep track of the dates I finished it. I'll be able to look on Instagram and be able to tell. But so I think that'll get put away for a couple months, or at least for the month of May. And then we'll see. Okay, a few more. The next one is Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna, and that was a mystery sell through Creative Poppies. I kept up pretty well, but I don't have a picture of the full thing, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do. No, that's not even the full thing. Yeah, I don't have a picture of the full thing, but you can kind of see the blurred out areas. I'm doing this on, I think it's 32 count. I know it's for sure it's Sea Glass is the color by Bee Stitch Me. I love this color. And this is where I am. So I'm using everything called for except for the fabric. I'm using the Sea Glass by Bee Stitch Me. So this is actually a really enjoyable one to stitch, and I just put it away right before May so that I can work on other stuff. The next one is Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio, and we all know what that one looks like. I started this, so Michelle Bendy she's working on it. She is almost done. So she started was it bi-weekly to begin with? I'm not sure the frequency, but she started a Halloween Quaker Zoom sal where anybody that was stitching that could join on the Zoom, and I had been to 2 of them, I think. The other ones just didn't work for my schedule, or I was sick with COVID. Then she's almost finished, but she's going to keep it going, and she's just going to have it be, no, Maggie. She's going to start barking. No. I think the school kids are going to walk by, so if they do, I will cut that part out. She's going to keep it going, and it's still going to be like a Leela Studio, or I think she's going to start Holiday Quaker next. So she's still going to keep the Zooms going on, so I think you could watch one of her videos to get details if you want to participate. And I'm not very far. All I got done is what I worked on 2 Zoom calls, and it's just this little tiny bit over on this side. And I am using all the called fors, including 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus. So everything will be called for. I am toying around with some glow in the dark for the moon and for this ghost, and then the spider web. And then I was toying around with the idea of maybe doing a metallic or étoile for the witch, but I'm not sure. For sure, I'd like to do the glow in the dark. I think that would be super fun. So I have a long way to go on that one, but I have actually, this was the first Quaker I've ever tried or started, and I actually am really enjoying it. I think I had to frog a tiny bit. Not bad considering that's a big motif, and that those Quaker motifs need to be, if they're not right, they don't line up, so that's a mess. Okay. Alrighty, the next one is I started this for the Stitch Asia hashtag that, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. I'll see if I can put it on the screen or below or something. I'm having memory problems. The Stitch Asia hashtag to bring awareness and kind of let's fight for the Asian community that are kind of getting beat up, or not kind of, they are getting beat up. Not physically, maybe they are, but just being treated poorly because they're Asian during the time of COVID. So I picked up, I had this for a while. It's the Gold Collection Petites, and it's and I think geisha girls are gorgeous. They're beautiful. And so I had picked up this a long time ago, and I love it. And I am stitching it. I subbed out 18 Count Tiramisu by Stitch Me, which I think is going, it's kind of got a more of a yellow tone, but I think once I get to the golds, it'll be really pretty. But that's all I have done so far. But that's actually, it's, I mean, we know that a lot of it is, you know, it's all dense. The reason why I picked a different fabric is then I don't have to do all these half stitches that are in the background. I can just stitch her. So, there we go. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, just a few more to go. I can't believe it. Next one is a Sal with Michelle Bendy. So we did Black and Sky. We both had started it and we both really wanted to finish it. So we started a hashtag called Black and Sky till the end. I finished mine, got it framed. I'll show that in a future video. And she recently finished hers and got hers back from the framer like days ago. But after we finished that, we both love the primitive needle. So we really wanted to do another one. And I have already done the Voodoo sampler. And just because it reminded me of New Orleans. And the next one we're working on is Mystic Sampler. And I'm really excited about that. So the first one, the Voodoo Sampler I did on 32 count Confederate Gray. And so I wanted to stick with that same fabric. Actually, I don't think this is, nope, this isn't Confederate Gray, but it is 32 count. I wrote Confederate Gray, but I don't think this looks like Confederate Gray. I think this is actually, I crossed that out. Actually, a color in cotton. I can't remember the name. But it's 32 count as well because I wanted to keep them all the same size because next I got the Kahlo sampler, which I'll do next. When this is done. These are actually pretty quick stitches. Michelle started hers already. And yeah, if I picked it up, I'd probably get it done pretty fast, but I don't know when I'll pick it up again. And I will show my Voodoo sampler on a future video too. I might, yeah, like I said, I might just do a video just dedicated to things I've finished. That way, like, Flosstube updates going forward can be, like, all current stuff. I think that's what I might do. Okay, next is Hello from Liz Matthews, one of her expo releases from this year called Gather Here. I have a perfect spot in the living room that I want to put that up. I actually started this right before I got COVID, and my husband and I got very, very, very sick. I'm actually still dealing with COVID, post-COVID issues. They're calling me a long hauler now, which is not fun. But I started this right when we first like I had just started getting a headache, and I haven't picked it back up yet, but I think I worked on it a couple nights, and it's a very quick stitch. And this is where I am. I got the bird done, and I'm starting on the leaves below the bird. And I am doing this on 36 count color and cotton cottage stone, and using the called for Silken Colors Thread Gather Smokestack. I love the variegation. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if you can. There you can see the variegation in this fabric or floss. Beautiful. I actually haven't, obviously I haven't taken this out of the Q-snap yet because I do want to finish it. Like I said, I think it's a fairly quick stitch. You don't have to, it's all outline, and you don't have to change colors. So yeah, that's why I haven't taken it out of the Q-snap, because I really want to finish that. Okay. Okay, and my last one, we're on the last one. Oh my God, how many minutes? An hour and 6 minutes, go me. The last one is, okay. So I fell in love with this chart, but I didn't want to stitch it because the wings not intimidated me. I'm like, I know I can do it, but I was just like, ugh, those wings. But I kept looking at her, and I kept looking at her and her face, and I just love her. I'm talking about Teresa Koget's newest angel release called Peacemaker. Her face, like, to me, it's just haunting. Like, I look at her and look at her, and I try to figure out what she's thinking and what she's feeling. I'm just not quite sure. But the shading in this, using the turquoises, I mean, this is just so beautiful. And every stitch that I've done so far, I love. I love it so much. And I just put it away because I'm working on May stuff. I'm not really doing Mania, but I have some lofty goals, like finishing the Heritage Sampler. I can't remember what else. But anyways, this is, I'm going to put something behind it so you can see. This is what I got done on her so far. Let me see if I can make it flatter. Maybe just against my shirt. No. I really want you to see it. Okay, here we go. What I'm talking about, see the shading? It's just incredible. The hair, I can't even tell you how many colors are in it. I can't even tell you how many colors are around her eyes. A lot. And those wings have confetti. That's why I was like, I love her, but I'm not going to buy her. I'm not going to stitch her. And I couldn't stop thinking about her. So I have her. And I have, obviously, that side of her face done on page 1. That's the full size of her halo on page 1. And that's the full size of her wing on page 1. So basically, I have to fill in the halo, the rest of her hair. Her shirt to page 1 is like, I don't know, maybe down to here. I just have to do the bird and then fill in the wing. And it calls for Weeks Dyeworks Parchment. I didn't have that. And I'm using 36 count color and cotton, which was the Fabric Club from August 2020. There's no name to it. It just said special edition. So again, that's her. She's beautiful. I can't wait to get her done and framed, and so I can look at her haunting face all the time. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys. That was fun. It was so fun to see all my whips again. And it makes me want to work on so many of them. So, if you're still here, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for, staying for an hour and 10 minutes so far. Although some of it will be cut out. But I'm excited for this Flosstube. I'm excited to show you more things, like my finishes. And I'd like to go through all my kitted projects because honestly, I have no clue what's in there anymore. And that would be a really fun and cool surprise to do. for me and for you. So yeah, if you have hung out with me this far, I'm super appreciative. I'm super appreciative if you subscribe and tell everybody about it. So I guess that's all I have for today. Again, my name is Shannon Bromo on Instagram. I'd love for you to come and follow me. And that's all. So I hope you all have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.